Hit that. Oh, okay. Yeah, turn around this way. Where you at in the camera? Let me slide over.
Righty, we are here. We are here, guys. Hey,
Hey,
I hope the
hey.
lighting all right, cause we under this thing. But it's okay.
Got me
It's the
looking
first time
chocolate.
going live. we gonna
Yes,
get
congratulations.
yes. First time going live for Chronicles of the Curvaceous. Yes, we here at Panera Bread, guys, having us a little lunch break. Yes, me and Queen Shebah are here. We are here.
Great minds coming
We here
together.
doing some masterminding, y'all. We trying to get this breaking free conference all the way together, y'all. Y'all getting a little behind the scene footage. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
What's up?
Let me know if there's anything.
Y'all get opportunity to get a little sneak peek.
Ooh.
Yes. Look at what God is doing. The vision that came to life. Yes. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? He will. He is an amazing God, and he will just connect you with the right somebody that has the wisdom and the insight and the heart to be able to support you on your journey along the way, y'all. No matter whether it's a physical journey, whether it's a ministry journey, whether it's an emotional journey, y'all, I can pull on her for all of the above. I'm trying to tell you, I've been pulling on her for all the above, and I'm super grateful. I'm so grateful. Y'all don't mind me, I'm trying to help with this lighting, but nevertheless, we're gonna give God glory in spite of how dark it is out here. It ain't no really a whole lot of sun, but the SON is still shining, y'all.
Yes.
Whether there's any SUN or not, the SON is shining. We're having a healthy lunch today, y'all. We got us a little salad. I got me a little soup to go along with my salad and some water. Yes. I need to hydrate.
Now she told me not to get this bread.
I told you not to get that bread. I tried to help you out. But y'all, she don't listen.
It might be.
Yeah, you need some soup to dip that bread, honey. No.
You're too slow to keep the tea that's left in
That's a no. No, ma'am.
But this salad is so good. Renata has such great taste in food and in events. Okay, when she bring people together, it's definitely with purpose. Definitely, God is involved. His hand is all in it and
Won't
up
he
through
do
it.
When he brings us together.
And
it's called obedience. It's called submission to the will of the Father, y'all.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to understand that God will lead us to a place. He'll lead us to a place, and he'll divinely connect us with people that has his heart, that are willing to just pull the best out of us and willing to push us to a higher height and a deeper depth. And this is where being open and being transparent and being, sometimes you don't understand that you miss out on key opportunities because you're not willing to be transparent. You're not willing to be teachable. In order to, whether it's lose weight or grow in life, you got to be teachable. You got to be willing to ask yourself the hard questions and willing to be honest when you come giving yourself the answer.
That's right.
You can't
listen, you in the camera, honey. They gotta see this. Look now.
Y'all, okay. Bear with me because it's the first time. You want to come sit on this side? Maybe they'll come out better with shit.
On the seat. Oh, okay. You on the little bench. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the little bench.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna get this. Oh, and see the lighting is better in this angle.
Okay, look at that.
Do it.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Don't mind me. I'm sorry. If this thing ain't quite where it's gonna be, but we live.
Yes.
We live. That's what happens when you live.
But
anyway,
loving us.
Thank you for loving us. Thank you for rocking with us all. Thank you for staying. Cause this is definitely a God moment. It's called a Kairos moment. That's what we're having right now. Kairos moment. God is bringing us together for a time of empowerment, a time of edification, for a time of stretching she wasn't even ready for. She wasn't ready for it. But guess what? When she bit into it, she was like, "Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this."
So
Sometimes,
good.
y'all, you have to be willing to expose your palate to something you've never had before.
That's good.
Something, and then you find out that just because you never had it before don't mean it wasn't beneficial, and it don't mean it ain't something you should aim for. We often drive right past, and we often ignore things that could really take us to another level,
It's true.
that really could be beneficial to us. Just because it's that old pattern, that old habit, that old place you used to go and you familiar with, that don't mean that's something you should keep for a lifetime. I
Ooh,
had
that's
to.
good.
One of the things that we have been praying, my sister and I started praying years ago. God, repalatize me. See, our tongue, our palate is trained by habitual things that we do. So the more we do it, the more it come accustomed to the thing we expose it to. So if you're constantly eating junk food, you train your tongue to crave and long for junk food. But then when you learn, say, okay, hey, I'm trying to take a different approach. I want to do something different. You got to be willing to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know y'all. If you've been following the channel for a while, then you know. If you've been following the channel for a while, then you know y'all. My a few years ago, me and my sister came here one time, right? And so I ordered this meal. It was this teriyaki chicken, and I'm like sitting and waiting, all excited. And so when the buzzer went off for my food, I get to the counter and the lady said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, we don't have any teriyaki chicken." And I was like, "Well, wait a minute now. Why you didn't tell me that when I placed my order?" But anywho, so I was like, "Okay, well, what else you got?"
Right.
So I just randomly picked something, and I picked this meal with quinoa in it. Had never. That was my response too. I was like, "Wait a minute, what is this?"
What is this?
I had never had quinoa before, so it's kind of like a cross between pasta and rice, kind of like
What?
some weird looking little thing.
Okay. Stepping
And then
out.
it had avocado. It had, I mean, I was looking at it and I was like, I got a little video and I share it with you later. So I said, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I said, y'all pray for me.
Okay.
Y'all pray for me because I done spent my money and I got this whole plate full of quinoa, something I ain't never even heard of, let alone tried. And I'm like, well, we gonna see. So she's laughing. My sister was just laughing at me. And I bit into it and I was like, oh, okay. I think I can eat this. I did. I ate it that day and it wasn't bad, but it was just different. It was just, it just threw me off to see these little specks and stuff. And I'm like, ooh, I don't even know I'm gonna be full with this, right? I was like, I don't even know I'm gonna be full with this, right?
But did it settle well?
It settled well,
Okay.
and it was actually good.
Okay.
But it was just a random experience that it kind of just threw me off because imagine you done been sitting out here waiting, you don't ordered your food, and then you get to the counter and then they only got one plate because what you ordered wasn't available.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
upsetting.
What? Like what?
Upsetting.
And I'm just like, I'm a creature of habit, guys.
Gotcha.
So once I find something that I'm used to or that I like, I'm every time I'm like, okay, that's safe. I'm gonna go with that.
Right.
I know what teriyaki chicken tastes like, so I'm gonna go with teriyaki chicken.
Right.
But
don't want to waste no money, no
but
time.
baby, this.
I
was thrown all the way off. You hear me? Thrown all the way off. When that lady told me, "Hey, we don't have your food," I'm like,
"What you found?" But that's the thing. You said,
"But
hey, let me
I
find
grinned,
the
I
option."
buried, I found the option, and I
Yes.
actually found something that probably would have been better to me than the teriyaki chicken because if you're used to teriyaki chicken a certain way, and then you come into a place that's healthier, 9 times out of 10, it probably wasn't gonna satisfy my palate anyway. Because it ain't cooked the way you used to. You know, when you got in your mind a way a certain thing tastes, then a lot of times it's disappointing. It's a lot of times it's disappointing when you come to a place and you like this one what I was expecting. So for me to get something new and for me to actually enjoy it, it was a funny experience, but it actually worked out in my favor.
Yes.
Not in my favor. So y'all,
and you apply that same principle to life.
Right? You got to.
Sometimes you just can't get what you used to,
but
and
see,
then you wind up getting
exactly, and then
something that's better for you.
sometimes let's just even flip this thing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're used to something that's not good for you.
Come on.
Say like even if for instance, if you're used to bad relationships, right?
Mm.
You're used to bad relationships and you're afraid to try something new.
Mm-hmm.
But what if that new relationship is actually a, yeah, I'm just gonna be transparent for a moment.
Come
Okay.
on, sis.
So when I
Mm-hmm.
first met my husband, I was
Mm-hmm.
thrown off by him because I was used to bad relationships.
Mm.
And so I kept saying to myself, I'm waiting. It got to be
Something got to be
something got to
wrong.
be
It going.
some. I know it's. I'm gonna see it later. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
keeping watching because
Mm-hmm.
he too nice. Because wait a minute, something
Right.
ain't right with this. I don't understand. I was just like,
And we do
yeah.
that.
I was
Let's
like,
be honest. We
yeah,
do that.
yeah. We gonna see. We gonna see what he working with. Something gonna come up later on, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how it be because you're so used to dysfunction.
Right.
When you actually in a healthy relationship or when you actually got a healthy lifestyle, it's hard when you initially going and making the changes. When you're growing, it's hard, and you tend to want to shy away from that new thing just because
Oh,
it's
what's
not
good?
familiar.
Right.
But the definition of insanity
Mm.
is to keep doing the same thing and think you're gonna get a different result.
Different result.
You keep eating bad, keep being lazy, and think you going. How you think you're gonna ever get healthy? How you think you're gonna ever reach your goal if you don't be willing to put in some work or be willing to try something different?
It's true. And I'll just be honest, sis, I'm so used to giving good that sometimes when good come to me, you kind of back away. Because
Trust
like you
me.
say, you
Trust
can't
me.
believe it. You like
I've been there.
something
I
gonna happen.
understand. It's a process for me too. I was telling somebody that I'm not used to people giving. I'm a giver.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm like I want to give, and then they're like, but that's violating the principles of God. He said, "Give, and it shall be given unto you.
Mm.
Good measures, pressed down and shaken together." So if I'm giving all the time,
Right.
how can I allow? I can't never get what I need if I ain't willing to receive.
To receive.
So you gotta.
And we
It's a
miss out on
reciprocal. It's a
things.
reciprocated
Yes.
relationship. Eventually, my
Amen. Thank you
harvest
for the
gotta
growth,
come.
Lord.
My harvest gotta come. So I gotta realize that I gotta give. Yeah, but I'm giving. I'm investing,
Right,
and
y'all listen.
eventually it's gonna come time when my harvest gonna come in, and it's gonna be at the appointed time
Mm.
when I need it. He
Right.
gonna give the right people with the right heart to be supportive and to pour back into me. So
That's good. And she's been teaching me that too.
yeah, yes.
Okay. So yes.
It's a
It,
reciprocated relationship. It ain't
yes.
one sided. It ain't just all
Yes.
about me or all about you. We
Yes.
beneficial. We mutually beneficial.
That's so true.
We are mutually beneficial.
Yes.
And that's how it works when God divinely connect you with somebody, that's how it's gonna work. That's what's gonna happen. It's
It's
gonna
so
be
true.
mutually beneficial.
Yes. This is
Yeah.
so good. And sis got me eating a good lunch. Look, I ain't trying to be rude because I usually don't eat in front of guests. Okay.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you. If y'all know, y'all been following the channel for a while, you know I struggle. My sister will sit down. This is Salivation Saturday, by the way. But we chose to do we're in the middle of Vado, and we chose to do Salivation Saturday live. So I got
Okay.
a guest today. We got an opportunity. I ain't got to talk to myself. You
That's
know,
right.
I
That's
love it. I
right.
love it. Oh, but anyway. But yeah,
Yes.
have good fellowship, good food. That's what Saturday was all about. We used to have heart talks and have the opportunity to just sit down and break bread together and get prepared for the next week.
I love it. Now listen, this is the first live on Chronicles of the Curvaceous. We see that we have some people on. Go ahead and double tap that screen so that you can like this live. If the double tap is not for you, hit those three buttons and it will give you the option to like the live. We want to match the views with the likes. Now come on and show some love to this channel. And if it's in your heart, you can share it out to your community. I have
Yes.
already posted it on my Inspirations by Shebah YouTube community tab. So if you see it now, you know to join us now. And if you are watching this on the replay, make sure that you leave a comment to let Miss Renata know that you stopped by. to join us today. We appreciate
Okay.
all the love.
We definitely appreciate the love. We trying to keep the vision alive.
Yes.
One thing about it, if you knew Queen Fabulosity, everywhere
What's
she
a song?
went,
Yes.
everywhere she went, Chronicles on the forefront of her mind, and she was
Mm.
always walking around with a camera in her hand. At first it was like I'm like, oh girl, why you record everything? You gotta record everything. But
Mm.
now
We needed her.
I understand how beneficial the chronicling process was. I understand how it, like, for those of you who don't know, the origin of Chronicles of the Curvaceous, it was a video diary to help her get through her first weight loss, not first, but one of her weight loss journeys. She was trying to lose weight to get herself ready for a birthday. So she had a goal to lose 20 pounds for her
Okay.
birthday, and she decided, okay, well, it was just a private diary. She would just sit down and record her thoughts every day to kind of help her on those days that she was struggling with bad eating or struggling with emotional battles or whatever. So, and God has since evolved the channel and evolved the ministry to allow it to be where we can be able to aid other people in the journeys, on their own health and wellness journey, on their
Love it.
healing journeys.
Yes.
Chronicles of the Curvaceous is definitely not just about weight loss, guys. It's really about becoming whole. It's about really connecting with God and allowing Him to show you areas that you need to grow in.
Yes.
So,
Should be
yeah,
growing every day anyway, in
every
some
day,
kind of way.
every day.
Learning something new, connecting
Right,
in a
and if you
different way.
cannot grow if you're not gonna be honest with yourself, guys.
Yes.
You gotta be willing to examine where you are, willing to take the necessary steps to actually advance. And so when it comes down to health and wellness, you really got to be willing to say, okay, just because has been how I was raised or how I was taught to do things, that does not mean that that has to be something that I do for the duration of my life. Just
That's
because,
true.
I
That's true.
mean,
But we don't think of that.
my foundation might have been laid wrong. So
Right?
now it's time for me as an adult to take accountability for my own actions and say, okay, hey,
Mm.
I did this wrong. I was taught myself to eat bad. I taught myself to I've just become slothful and lazy or whatever you want to call yourself, and whatever you need to do to bring yourself to the forefront and just really address what's going on with you.
Yeah.
You got to take a deep look and ask yourself the hard questions and be willing to be honest and transparent with you. And I'm so grateful that I have a community of people that I can just be vulnerable with
Yeah.
and be protected at the same time.
Yes, that's
In the
good.
private
And
group,
protected.
in our private weight
Mm-hmm.
loss group, we have the opportunity to be vulnerable but be protected. You don't have to share everything that you got going on with everybody, but you can share it with people who understand, who
Right.
get
Who
that. Hey,
understand?
they
That's the
get that
part.
every day ain't gonna be no every day ain't gonna be roses and
Right.
sunshines. They
Right.
understand that, hey, this journey is hard, and sometimes I need somebody else to say, hey sis, you got this.
Right.
Hey sis, let me give you some tips on how I did it, and this is what I did, and this, and then sometimes it's just a matter of watching somebody else, and that be enough to give you the courage to get up.
Courage.
Um, when I
Courage.
first started years ago, after I had gone through the depression and everything that I went through, I was watching Be Fit or Perry. I watched the people in that fit group for about a year, just perusing the page, and I didn't actually go to none of their events. I just was watching what they were doing, and eventually, me seeing them constantly showing up at fit camps and doing all these 5Ks and doing all this stuff, I eventually said, I might want to go out there and try something.
Right.
And I went and I tried. I went to the very first fit camp. The first fit camp I went to, I was like, I was embarrassed, of course, because I was overweight and I was struggling to breathe. But I met a community of people who understood what I was going through, but who were patient with me, who was supportive, and who actually took the time to pour into me. They came back and they walked me through it, and they made me realize that, hey, you ain't in this thing by yourself.
That's right.
So I kept showing back up. I kept showing
Right.
back up, and I actually found myself having goals that I never thought I even would even need. I
Yes.
started having fitness goals and being excited about a thing. So we done kept you guys on here for almost 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We just really want to just try the little thing, just to introduce ourselves, just to give you the opportunity to let you know we here, we here, we live and everything like that. But
Yes.
we appreciate you for jumping on with us. We pray you have an amazing day.
Yes.
Continue to enjoy this downtime.
Yes, yes.
If it's the
Weekend, baby.
Lord's will, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
But in the meantime, I want to encourage you to embrace and enjoy your journey.
Yes.
Goodbye for now.